पार्वती संग शंख ढोले, बम बम बोले ढारती भोले। पार्वती संग शंख ढोले, बम बम बोले ढारती भोले। करुणा की सागर जग की दाता, सजा से शिव के सुंदर नाता। काशी का भय कैलाश आए, काशी का भय कैलाश आए। संन्यास शिव संसारी, शिव जी के निकली सवारी। शिव जी की महिमा है न्यारी न्यारी, शिव जी की निकली सवारी। शिव जी की महिमा है न्यारी 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 न्यारी।
बोलो राम श्री राम, बोलो राम जय जय राम। बोलो राम श्री राम, बोलो राम जय जय राम। श्री राम तुम्हारे मंदिर में मैं दीप जलाने आया हूँ। श्री राम तुम्हारे मंदिर में मैं दीप जलाने आया हूँ। मैं दीप जलाने आया हूँ, मैं दीप जलाने आया हूँ। श्री राम तुम्हारे मंदिर में मैं दीप जलाने आया हूँ। बोलो राम श्री राम, बोलो राम जय जय राम। नीरस सुनी जीवन में मन की अंधेरे कोने में। नीरस सुनी जीवन में मन की अंधेरे कोने में। सांसों की उजली आशा में शुभ ज्योत जलाने आया हूँ। शुभ ज्योत जलाने आया हूँ, शुभ ज्योत जलाने आया हूँ। श्री राम तुम्हारे मंदिर में मैं दीप जलाने आया हूँ। बोलो राम श्री राम, बोलो राम जय जय राम। पूजन विधि विधान नहीं, और सिमरन साधन धान नहीं। पूजन विधि विधान नहीं, और सिमरन साधन धान नहीं। मैं ऊंची भक्ति सुगंध बजी दो पुष्प चढ़ाने आया हूँ। दो पुष्प चढ़ाने आया दीप जलाने आया हूँ। बोलो राम श्री राम, बोलो राम जय जय राम, बोलो राम श्री राम, बोलो राम जय जय राम, बोलो राम श्री राम, बोलो राम जय जय 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 राम।
सत्य सनातन धर्म की, श्री उमापति महादेव की, बम भोलेनाथ महाराज की जय। Shrotas, please take one flower each in your hand. Take from right in front of you there. Shubh Swagatam, Paravar Sajjano. Very cordial welcome to each and every one of you to this evening on the eve of Shivratri. Maha, big or great, Shiva, the all auspicious Lord, Ratri is a night. It is very significant to note, though, my dear devotees, and I should say at this time, welcome to all of you joining us on Sankhya TV. Thank you so much for being with us. But when you perform puja on the evening of Shivratri, please be reminded that puja is not initiated at that time. The act of offering your jal, prasadam, chandan, arti and so, you are only culminating your puja to Bhagavan Shiv. So you start puja by your fasting, your discipline, all of these things that takes place prior to the day of Shivratri. And it's a reminder that when Shivratri is finished, if we revert to our old lifestyle and the disciplines, we just drop it off the next day and go back to the other lifestyle, then it means, you know what it means. I don't have to tell you. Then you are saying, goodbye Bhagavan Shiv, I'll call you next year when time for Shivratri comes. No, my dear devotees. It's a process by which you go through. You have to rise. Spiritual disciplines. There are many growths in our lives, children. There's a physical growth from the time of conception. There's a spiritual growth also from the time of conception, meaning what sort of life is the parents living, or are the parents living? What do they do? That also determines the children that you bring into the world. When they come into the world, another set of nurturing takes place, inculcating good and noble values in your children, helping them to rise spiritually. So the physical growth is going, spiritual growth now is going, you have academic growth. Pay close attention to them, send them to school, ensure that they excel, my dear devotees. Not moderation, but in every aspect of our lives, Sanatan Dharam teaches us we have to excel. Keep reminding them that every generation that goes by, we have to kick it up a notch higher all the time. We have to make sure when it comes to generation succession, what are we giving to our children? Are we only giving them something material? No, my dear devotees. We have to give them what is called a bundle. We have to give them what is called a package. So that when you are no longer here, they will be able to have that package to take it safely to the next generation. If we keep trimming off bits and pieces all the time, in a few generations from now, it's no longer going to be there. And I'm happy for all of you who continue to look at your programs. We are in a state of confinement. New norms have emerged in our lives and in the world. We cannot get frustrated, we cannot get upset. What we have to do, we have to look around and see how best we can do whatever we have to do with all those constraints. And I'll remind you something though, that as a Sanatanist Hindu, this new life that we call the new norm or whatever you wish to call it, these were already disciplines of Sanatanist Hindu, Sanatan Dharam. Most of these disciplines were already in place as per our scriptural text. But as time went by, we kept lapsing, falling. But now, my dear devotees, we are forced to do it. It has become a mandate of the law of the land, a law of the world, that this is what we have to follow. You know, devotees, I will tell you something. As I go along tonight, I will tell you a little more. But first, I want you to join with me in this very beautiful, all bhajans are beautiful, but this is a bhajan that you all know very well. You all know me for singing this bhajan for a long time. When I see Mitra, I remember this, you know. Mitra, we grew up together singing these. कर्पूर गौरम करुणावतारम संसार सारम भुजगेन्द्रहारम सदा वसंतम हृदयारविंदे भवम भवानी सहितम नमामि। जय 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 त्रिपुरारी, जय 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 त्रिपुरारी, जय 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 त्रिपुरारी, त्रिपुरारी। I'll say it one more time, you say with me. जय 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 त्रिपुरारी, जय 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 त्रिपुरारी, बोलो। जय 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 त्रिपुरारी, जय 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 त्रिपुरारी। जय हे त्रिलोचन, जय दुख मोचन, जय त्रिलोचन, जय दुख मोचन, जय हे मंगलकारी, जय जय त्रिपुरारी, जय 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 त्रिपुरारी। शरण तरंगे शीश जटामय शोभित गंगे, मुक्ति प्रदायक शरण तरंगे
जटा में शोभित गंगे
बभूतर माए भोले जय कैलाश बिहारी
त्रिपुरारी
जय 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 त्रिपुरारी
जय हे त्रिलोचन जय दुख मोचन
जय हे त्रिलोचन जय दुख मोचन
जय हे मंगलकारी
जय 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 त्रिपुरारी जय 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 त्रिपुरारी
गले रुंड की माँ कठिन मृग छाल भस्म सरसाने तू भीषण सोहेबा धिनक निताल डमरू बाजे दुष्ट निकंदन है दुष्ट निकंदन है जय जगवंदन है जय त्रिशूल करधारी जय जय त्रिपुरारी
जय 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 त्रिपुरारी
जय हे त्रिलोचन
जय दुख मोचन जय हे त्रिलोचन जय दुख मोचन जय हे
मंगलकारी जय जय
त्रिपुरारी
जय 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 त्रिपुरारी
जय जय जय
त्रिपुरारी
जय जय त्रिपुरारी
One more time. Jai Jai Jai
त्रिपुरारी
जय 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 त्रिपुरारी
बोलो श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की उमापति महादेव की. You know, devotees, very, very powerful. It's one of the most energizing times of the year. You know, it brings to us a different light and a different feeling. Sitting next to me, my chela, Pandit Roshanji. Pandit Roshan Tiwari. I'm going to sell my age tonight. I know him since he was born. Before he was born, went to his parents' wedding. You know? But, you know, devotees, I'm very happy. This is what we call generation succession. But what I'm telling you, devotees, I have so much to tell you. How much can I tell you in just one evening? One evening is not enough to tell you of the greatness of Bhagavan Shivji. I want to do a short vandana to Bhagavan Shiva, and then we will see the energy and the potency of Bhagavan Shiva. So let us all sit upright wherever you may be at this time. You may be in your homes, you may be in your job place, you may be driving, or wherever you are listening and looking on to us. I would like to say to you, we are about offering our vandana, our invocation prayer. Today, Vyasji Maharaj, the author of the 18 Puranas, 4 Veds, 6 Shastras, 108 Upanishads, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, all of these compilations, it is very significant to note that Ved Vyasji did not take credit for all of these himself. He attributed his successes to the grace and mercy of Prabhu in all their many manifestations. So too, Tulsidas Ji Maharaj. And also, when Tulsidas Ji was attributing his successes in life to all of the devatas, on that same pedestal, on that same platform that he placed all the devas, he found a very prestigious place for his guru. For his guru. Do you remember what Tulsidas Ji says? Bando Guru Padapang Kripa Sindhu Nararupa Hari Mahamohatam Punja Jasuvachana Ravikarani Kara Bando Guru Padakanj. He says, my successes in life, I attributed coming from the feet of my Guru. From the feet of my Guru. These are very beautiful times to reflect and introspect. What is my connection with my Guru? You know, like that, my dear devotees? How do I wish to progress spiritually and otherwise if my Guruji does not lift his hand and say, blessings to you, my child? You know, that is the magic and what makes life very mystical in this age of Kali. It is in the palm of our hands, and sometimes, my dear devotees, we miss the goal. Let us bow our heads in prayer as we listen to verses by Ved Vyasji. Om Hari Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha Aim Saraswati Namaha Guru Charana Kamalibhyo Namo Namaha. Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirviganam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varne Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tashmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Gauri Shankara Pada Kamala Prema Sahita Hiyalai Srimad Shambhu Puran Ki Bhasha Rachahu Suhaya. Shruti Samaveda Anadi Shiva Samba Sachidananda Nirguna Brahma Vilashaye Dhyayami Sukha Khanda Jehi ke Maya Paya Jaga Bhav Palan Le Ho Swabhu Swayambhu Jasu Bala Pavat Gaurapaduya Tinko Madhav Ravi Gandesh Shiva Yutya Dhyan Jo Nij Jan Ki Aaj Sakal Chin Mein Det Bhaya Mata Pita Guru Brate Ved Vyasa Muni Prema Sahit Karjor Kar Sabhi Navavahu Se Sapta Sanhita Sahita Sri शिव पुराण सुखदान भुक्ति मुक्ति दायक सुगमा भक्तन जीवन प्राण काशी पालक शिव सुमिरी गिरिजा गणपति ध्यान शुभ विदे सब सन्निहित लिखत भय बन जाय सिया पति रामचंद्र की जय शरणम उमापति महादेव की जय व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वये ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः नमोस्तुते व्यास विशाल बुद्धि पुलाद विन्दायत पत्र नेत्रः येन त्वया भालत तैलपूर्णं प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमया प्रदीपः बोलो उमापति महादेव की जय शंकर भोलेनाथ. So devotees, tonight we are going to talk about Bhagavan Shiva. You see his murtis, you see the lingam. He holds a very prestigious position right over there. I will call that Mount Kailash. I will call it Rameshwaram. When we speak of these holy shrines, my dear children, always know you can be living right there in Rameshwaram. You can be in Mount Kailash together with Bhagavan Shiva at this very moment that we are here. He does not have like a physical abode. We have to bring him here. And Guruji will tell you my own little philosophy. We say Bhagavan is in Vaikunt Lok. How do you say the prayer? Mitra? Shanta Karang Bhojagasainam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Gaganasadrisham Meghavarnam Shubhangam Lakshmi Kantang Kamalanainang Yogi Birdhyana Gambayam Kivande Vishnum Bhavabhaye Haranam Sarvaloke Kanathanam Bolo Sarvaloke Kanathanam. He is in Vaikunt Lok. I don't want that to be a misleading statement, my dear devotees. You see Anjani and Vinu sitting there? I give them 35 minutes notice. 35 minutes. Sitaram Babs. I say, I go tell you my answer, Sitaram, when you reach. Where you going? Say, I'm going to Bamboo Temple. So when you come, I tell you, no, let's Sitaram now. You know? So devotees, when I say I don't want it to be misleading, none of us here can reach to the place that you call Vaikunt Lok, where Bhagavan sits. And you are wondering, what is Guruji saying? I spent my whole life trying to climb that ladder, going up and going up and going up to reach Vaikunt Lok. But if you and I can reach there, then we are Bhagavan also. Only Bhagavan can hold that position. But I tell you what, the more devotion, Shraddha, Prem or Bhakti, the more faith, Shraddha, Prem, love, and Bhakti is devotion. The more of those that you can pull together in this beautiful gift of a human birth that Bhagavan has given to us, my dear devotees, and Bhagavan recognizes that. You know what he does? Tears come down his cheeks. Tears comes down his cheeks, my dear devotees. And you know what he does? He starts walking down those stairs. That very stairs that you were wanting to go up and up and up. Darshan do ghansham. At the time that you are saying Darshan do ghansham, he's walking and walking and walking. Whether you are in the mandir, whether in your own prayer room, he comes and he sits right beside you. Do you ever feel the presence of Bhagavan next to you? He has come down that high pedestal that we call Vai. Bhagavan is sitting next to you. द्वार दया का जब तू खोले पंचम सुर में गूंजा बोले द्वार दया का जब तू खोले पंचम सुर में गूंजा बोले अंधा देखे लंगरा चलकर अंधा देखे
लंगरा चल कर पहुँची काशी दर्शन दो घनश्याम रात मोरी अखियाँ प्यासी रे दर्शन दो घनश्याम
दर्शन पानी पी कर प्यास बुझाऊं पानी पी कर
प्यास बुझा दो
नैनन को कैसे समझाऊं आँख छोली छोड़ो अब तो
आँख में चोरी चोरो अब तो
मन की बासी रे दर्शन दो घनश्याम नाथ मोरी
अखियाँ प्यासी रे
दर्शन दो
घनश्याम दर्शन दो घनश्याम दर्शन दो घनश्याम
प्रभु रामचंद्र की उमापति महादेव की जय. So Bhagavan is sitting next to you. Bhagavan Shivji has come down and he is sitting right next to us. We have to feel that presence of Prabhu, my dear devotees. But who is that almighty Bhagavan Shiva? Tulsidas sat one day to write of the greatness of Bhagavan Shiva. He wrote so many chaupais, dohas, chand, kabir, bhajans. All of these are writings of Tulsidas. He wrote Hanuman Chalisa too. But you know something, devotees? When he wanted to speak of Bhagavan Shiva, his hands were trembling. He placed down the pen. He closed his eyes, repeated his Guru mantra, repeated the mystical mantra of Bhagavan Shiva 108 times. And listen to what he came up with, my dear devotees. तुलसीदास जी ने कहा चरित्र सिंधु गिरिजा रमण चरित्र सिंधु गिरिजा रमण वेदन पावहि पार बरणी तुलसीदास की वे अति मति मंद गवार सिया पति रामचंद्र की जय शरणम नाथ मम संकट हरो हरि. You know what he came up with, my dear devotees? Ki charitra sindhu Girijaramana, the katha, the glories, the exploits, the leela of Bhagavan Shiva is so great. It's like the ocean. Charitra Sindhu. Sindhu is the ocean. Ved and the power he par. He says, oh man, not even the Vedas, Shastras, Puranas, and every scriptural text put together, and even the celestial serpent that is over the head of Bhagavan Vishnu, that we believe carries 100,000 heads. So big is that serpent that shelters Mahalakshmi and Bhagavan Vishnu. He says, if all of these at the same time try to tell you of the greatness of Bhagavan Shiva, they cannot. Ved and the power he par. And he says, now a little person like me, Tulsidas, Bharani Tulsidas akime ati mati mandagavar. A little dull-witted person like me, Goswami Tulsidas, how can that pen even stay in my hand to write the greatness of Bhagavan Shiv? But you know something, devotees? Not only, don't take it on that level. That Tulsidas is saying he is incapable of writing. He is teaching us, my dear devotees, something that is called humility. Simplicity and humility will always be the passport to success in your own life. We know Tulsidas is a gem. We know Tulsidas' capability. But today he is telling you that you will be endowed, you will be blessed with a gift of so many things. But he says, do not let that simplicity slip away from you. Very easily, Pandit Roshan, one becomes egoistic. In whatever area that he may excel, he starts thinking, there is no one like me, there is no one like me, there is no one like me. And you keep thinking, and you are sinking and going down. You know that, devotees? But when you want to see that brightness, we call it that tej, that brightness coming, what do? Be a very simple, be very unassuming. When you look at Hanuman Baba, he is in the company of Prabhu Sri Ram. Well, you see him standing there, he is called Bajrang Bali. But you know something, devotees? Whenever he is in the company of Prabhu Sri Ram, you see Ram Darbar, the family of Sri Ram, Janaki Mata, Lakshmanji, and you see Hanumanji. What is he doing? He is sitting at the feet of the Lord. How do you call that, Ambika? Stoop to conquer. Stoop to conquer. Whenever you go with that humility, my dear devotees, you always will excel. You get extra energy. So today, Goswami Tulsidas Ji tells us this, my dear devotees. Bharani Tulsidas akime ate mate manda gamar. And so, my dear devotees, I will tell you one or two lines that glorifies Bhagavan Shivji tonight. First, I want to tell you of what is called Panchakshari Mantra. Do you know what is Panchakshari Mantra? Panch and Akshar. Panch is how much? No, Krishna, I know 7, I 5. Panch Akshar, 5. Akshar means syllables. Like my Hindi partner, I learned Hindi together. How long ago? Why? 50 years ago? Panch Akshar. It's a 5-syllable mystical mantra of Bhagavan Shiva. That 5-syllable mantra of Bhagavan Shivji tells us everything you want to know about that all-pervading Bhagavan Shiva. All-pervading Lord Bhagavan Shiva. What is that? Na, ma, shi, va, ya. Na, ma, shi, va, ya. There are 5 mantras that goes with this. And again, that is very mystical. It is going to start with the same syllable. And that particular mantra finishes also with the same syllable. Mantra number 1. What is it? Na. We say na. Nagendraharaya Trilochanaya Bhashmangaragaya Maheshwaraya Nityaya Shuddhaya Digambaraya Dashme Nakaraya Namaha Shivaya. Na. Nagendra Haraya Trilochanaya. Did you just sing that bhajan? Jai Trilochan, Jai Dukhamochan. So now you're hearing Nagendra Haraya Trilochanaya. I worship that three-eyed God, the three-eyed Bhagavan. 1, 2, 3. 1 on the left representing what? Surya. Surya is the sun. The one on the right representing Chandrama, Devata, or the moon. And then this one here is what? Do you see the third eye in Bhagavan Shiva? That third eye of Bhagavan Shiva, it is always depicted as being closed. You know that? This, my dear devotees, represents what is called Agin, or the fire. We call Bhagavan Shiv the reabsorber. Some people call him the destroyer. But it could be a misleading for the mind who do not fully understand Shiv Baba. But you see, whenever he opens that third eye, he burns away all the negativities from the world. Burns it away. Do you know you and I have a third eye as well? We have a third eye. You go to do puja, Panditji, Guruji always give you an eye chandan right here. He wants your third eye to open. He wants you to see the world with this, my dear devotees. You see this? It's called the root of all jhanjhat in the world. The root of desires come from these 2 physical eyes. But this is called the eye of equanimity. This is called the eye of Samadarshi. Samadarshi meaning what? You see universality, all. That's why, what did the poet say? Samadarshi hai naam tiharo, chahe to par karo, hamare prabhu avaguna chitana dharo, hamare prabhu avaguna chitana dharo. When you see this, my dear devotees, then you are not looking up at anyone. You are not looking down at anyone. You are seeing all as a creation. Sanatan Dharam, the most basic thing Sanatan Dharam teaches you. Dharati Puja, recognize the presence of God in the earth. Surya Deva Puja, recognize him in the sun. Chandra Deva Puja, recognize him in the moon. All the many planets, Navagraha Puja, recognize Bhagavan there. Yeah? You put a Tulsi Mata, recognize him. Banana tree, Ashwatha, recognize him there. You know what it is? If ever distinction comes, one up and one down, we are not seeing the world with the third eye. Oh man, open your third eye. Can you think of that? मन की आंखें खोल बाबा, मन की आंखें खोल बाबा, मन की आंखें खोल बाबा,
मन की आंखें
मन की आंखें खोल बाबा,
मन की आंखें बाबा, मन की आंखें
बाबा,
मन की आंखें
दुनिया क्या है एक तमाशा, दुनिया क्या है एक तमाशा, 4 दिनों की झूठी आशा, पल में तूना पल में माशा, ज्ञान तराजू लेकर हाथ में, तोल सके तू तोल रे बाबा,
मन की आंखें खोल बाबा, मन की आंखें खोल ओ बाबा, मन की आंखें खोल,
बोल बाबा।
मन की आंखें खोल।
Open the third eye, O man. Open the third eye. Bhagavan Shivji says, I pray to that Bhagavan who reminds us of the importance of opening the third eye. Nagendra haraya trilochanaya bhashmangaragaya maheshwaraya nityaya suddhaya digambaraya tashme nakaraya namaha shivaya. He wears the garland of snakes. You see around the neck of Bhagavan Shiva? The king of the serpent is there. But look at the serpent and look at the face of Bhagavan Shiva. Mother Parvati asked him once, why do you wear a garland of snake, my lord? She asked him many questions, but for our benefit. Why do you wear a garland of snakes around your neck? So he smiled and he says, Ma, meaning, O man, the snake around my neck represent the environment in which we live today. We are seeing it more and more pronounced every single day. Bala, that hangs around our necks. It is called a poison that hangs around. Frustration, rejection, dejection, hate, anger, greed, pride, lust, infatuation. All those things are the garland of snakes that surrounds you. It weighs us down, my dear devotees. They are called the toxins of this life. But then what, my dear devotees? What? Although Bhagavan Shiv carries all of this, look at his face. How does his face look? Frustrated? Does he ever look rejected? No. As a matter of fact, he is so cool, calm and collective. When the poet looked at him and wanting to write a bhajan, the only thing that he could have looked at Bhagavan Shivji and say what? Bhola Nath se nirala, Gauri Nath se nirala, koi aur nahi. Kya hai Bhola Nath? What is Bhola Nath? Cool, calm, relaxed, never flustered. ऐसा बिगड़ी बनाने वाला कोई और नहीं, भोलेनाथ से निराला, गौरीनाथ से निराला, कोई और नहीं. You see, I sing it just like that because sometimes Bhakti just get carried away and play a little hard or they go here what I sing. Make a joke at you, Munish. 2 years Guruji read without you, 2 whole years. So I went back to Sara Ramayana by Pri. Sara Ramayana read. But I'm so happy that you guys here. So we have to sing a lot of bhajans and so for this time, And I'm telling you, Bhola Nath se nirala. Do not let the negativities of this world get the better of you. You get angry, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, it destroys you. You know that, devotees? Don't let it happen. Don't let it happen. I always say, can I bring it closer to you? Whenever someone speaks or even act, not in accordance with your likeness, first tendency, I get upset. No. Sometimes we even go to the extent, I have to get even with that person. Did you ever read that state? Vasudev? I have to get even with that fella, and if I don't get even with him, I can't sleep. I'm sure you hear that already. I wouldn't be able to sleep until I get even with that guy. But you know, devotees, you are compromising your own spirituality. You are here. That's why you are recognizing a deficiency in someone who is here. Correct, Pandit Roshan? You are recognizing it because you are on two different levels. If you are on the same level, people on the same level can't see a problem. But you are here and that person is here. You know that, Rav? One is there, one is there. So how do you get even with that person? He can't go up. Then you have to come down. Are you willing to compromise everything that you have worked hard for, my dear children? To come to the level of someone? No. Offer a prayer. Say a prayer to Hanuman Baba. Manojavam marutatulya vegam jitendriyam buddhi matam varishtam vatatmajam manarayutya mukhyam Sri Rama dutam sharanam prapatte. I am going to say a prayer to Hanumanji. He will give me strength and let him give that fellow a little strength to buy, that he could come up a little bit, elevate himself, So you remove yourself from anything that is toxin. Did you see that Sugriv came away from Bali? Why did he come away from Bali? He says, what I could tell you why. He begged his brother. He begged his brother. He said, listen to me now, brother. Listen to me. I want to tell you something. He didn't want to hear anything. So it is said, my dear devotees, that is the Bhagavan Shiva we pray to. You know? And what do you say, my dear devotees? Om Jai 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 Mahadev.
Om Jai 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 Mahadev.
पीतांबर पीतांबर गति में बागंबर साजे, गति में बागंबर साजे, गलमाला रो नंद की, गलमाला कर दमरू बाजे। ओम जय
जय जय महादेव। ओम जय 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 महादेव।
शेष जटा बहे गंगा, उज्ज्वल चंद्रानंद शोभे, उज्ज्वल चंद्रानंद शोभे। स्वामी समाधि लगाए, स्वामी समाधि लगाए, त्रिभुवन जन मोहे।
ओम जय 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 महादेव। ओम जय 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 महादेव।
नीलकंठ भक्षण हित तुमने विष का पान किया, तुमने विष का पान किया। असुरों को संहारा, असुरों को संहारक जग का तार किया।
ओम जय 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 महादेव। ओम जय 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 महादेव।
रूप अलौकिक अर्धनारीश्वर तुम हो त्रिपुरारी, त्रिलोचन तुम हो त्रिपुरारी। शिव शंकर प्रलयंकर तांडव गति धाये।
ओम जय 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 महादेव। ओम जय 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 महादेव।
ओम
जय 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 महादेव।
बोलो श्री उमापति महादेव की जय। शंकर भोले भाले। Devotees, mantra number 2 after na is what? Ma. Am I correct? Ma. So the next mantra says, Mandakini Salila Chandana Charshitaya Nandishwa Pramathanatha Maheshwaraya Mandar Pushpa Bahu Pushpa Supujitaya Tashme Makaraya Namah Shivaya. Bolo Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Pahi Ma.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Pahi Ma.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya,
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya,
Om Namah Shivaya, Pahi Ma.
Om Namah Shivaya, Pahi Ma.
Om Namah Shivaya, Rakshama.
Om Namah Shivaya, Rakshama.
Mapati Mahadeva ki Mandakini Salila Chandana Charshitaya. Mandakini is a tributary of the river Ganga. You know? Tributary that flows into Ganga. Do you know how Mandakini came? How did Mandakini came? Atri and Anusuya did great penance. You read in Ramayana, you read other Puranas of the glories of Atri Muni and Anusuya. He was performing jap, tapasya. For how long? Dua-das. How much is dua-das? 2 is how much? And das is how much? 12. 10 and 2 is 12 years. He was doing 12 years of rigorous penance and performing that tapasya, my dear devotees, performing that penance. It became very dry, parched. And next to him was Anusuya. So that's a little reminder for us, my dear devotees. And you know what is that reminder? Support each other, na bhai. Dulaha and Dulahin, support each other. Well, I know you do it, so I shouldn't be saying that anyway. Atri Muni, Anusuya was not necessarily being a part of that tapasya, but she sat there. How do you call it? What did that Baba say? Moral support. You know that? So you have to be there to support each other. So she sat there. Parched, dried, leaves falling, everything. Animals went away, some died, everything. But Atri Muni was so steadfast in his tapasya, he did not stop it. Nothing shook him away. He performed it. And after that 12 years, his eyes opened. When he opened his eyes and he looked on the left, he saw Anusuya. What was the first? You see, these are great kathas that we have to reflect upon, you know. When he looked across, what is the first words that came to his lips? He says, Anusuya, I am very thirsty. But that's deep philosophy, devotees. Think and reflect, introspect on what Guruji is telling you tonight. He says, Anusuya, I am thirsty. What is the best answer that Anusuya should have given to him? Pri? Tell Guruji. I think Anusuya should have looked at him and said, listen to me. You see all about dry up and everything dead here, where you want me to get water? Don't quote Guruji on that, eh? But I am telling you that Anusuya put her hands together and she says, Prabhu, if you want water, I am going to get water for you. But deep in her heart, you know what is going through her mind, my dear devotees? If even I die going to look for that water for my husband, let the life go. Let the life go, but I'll be performing what is called my duty. I'll be performing my duty. And the karma of performing one's duty, my dear devotees, you are going to be rewarded richly for it. So she started walking towards the north, thinking of her own karma. Oh, prani re, teri karma kahani, ho teri atma bhi jaane, paramatma bhi jaane, teri karma kahani, teri atma bhi
जाने परमात्मा भी जाने
कहाँ छुपेगा रे प्राणी प्राणी रे कहाँ छुपेगा रे प्राणी तेरी आत्मा भी जाने
परमात्मा भी जाने
तेरे
कर्म कहानी तेरी आत्मा भी जाने परमात्मा भी जाने
These are very deep lines, devotees. कितने ही जतनों से भेद छुपाए तू, कितने ही जतनों से भेद छुपाए तू, कितने ही पर्दों में पाप कमाया तू, कितने ही जतनों से भेद छुपाए तू, भले बुरे की कहानी तेरी आत्मा भी जाने परमात्मा भी जाने तेरे
कर्म कहानी तेरी आत्मा भी जाने परमात्मा भी जाने
Anusuya is teaching us, devotees, whatever you plant in this world, that is what you reap. You plant a bitter pepper today, you get a basket full of bitter ones tomorrow. You plant a sweet pepper today, you get a basket full of sweet peppers tomorrow. जगत जिसे कहते हैं कर्मों की खेती है, जैसा कोई बोए उसे वैसा फल देती है। जगत जिसे कहते हैं कर्मों की खेती है, जैसा कोई बोए उसे वैसा फल देती है। तूने बोया क्या था प्राणी, प्राणी रे, जैसा बोया क्या था प्राणी, तेरी आत्मा भी जाने
परमात्मा भी जाने तेरी कर्म कहानी तेरी आत्मा भी जाने परमात्मा भी जाने।
Devotees, every good act or otherwise that you do, the Lord takes a recording of it. And at the appropriate time, He rewards you positively or negatively. प्रभु के द्वारे तेरा आना ही बहुत है, बोल के न बोल पछताना ही बहुत है। जो है विपदा सुनानी तेरी आत्मा भी जानी, परमात्मा भी जानी तेरी
कर्म कहानी, तेरी आत्मा भी जानी, परमात्मा भी जानी,
परमात्मा भी जानी, जय
परमात्मा भी जानी,
परमात्मा भी जानी, जय
परमात्मा भी जानी।
She is going, are you picturing her? Going towards the north, going. She is also weak, she is also tired, she is also dehydrated. You know, she needs the water as much as Atri Muni did, because they were sitting there together. Mystically, magically, while going for this water, in that parched land, she saw a girl, a very young, beautiful girl, all bedecked in a white sari, standing and putting her hands together. And the girl is saying to her, "What are you doing here? Don't you see it's dry and parched? Animals are gone, people are gone. What are you doing here?" So then Anusuya ji answered. He says, I should have been asking you that question, because you look so fresh, like you have just come from the heavens. Fresh, clean, not even dust on you. And you are very radiant and this very beautiful smile. Tell me. He says, "Well, I am in search of water for my husband, but who are you? What are you doing here?" And she smiled, devotees, recognizing the devotion. It is called pativrata dharma. Devotion to the feet of your husband. Nothing can excel, no, nothing can come beyond that, my dear children. Pativrata dharma. She observed, she says, when she said, "I'm looking for this water for my husband," tears came down the eyes of that young girl. She says, "Anusuya, I am Ganga, and I have come to give you that water for your husband. Your devotion has brought me here today." You know, devotees, she took her toe, the right toe. And I have learned from my father, whenever a wife, a daughter, daughter-in-law is going through problems in life and they want to find solutions, you will find them taking their toe, the right big toe, Cheni, and they are flipping it like this on the earth. Dharti Mata will give them a solution. Dharti Mata will give you that solution. And she was doing like this, and from her, where her toe was, water started flowing. She took the water. She did not drink one drop of it. She turned around and went. Thanking her, she went to. So when she went there, Atri Muni would have known what transpired. But teaching us a lesson, he says, "Anusuya, it's so dry and parched and everything. Where did you get this water?" You know what she said? Did I tell you of humility just now? Beta? You know what she said? She never said that Ganga came because of her devotion and give the water, He says, Ganga came, and she says, because of the devotion your husband is doing, I have come to give him water. You see that, devotees? That is a philosophy Guruji can't find words to explain. How can I find words, my dear devotees, to explain what I am telling you tonight? He says, because of your devotion. He refreshed himself. He told her, have a little drink. And then she said, let us go and have the darshan of Anusuya, of Ganga Mata. And my dear devotees, what is happening? They are moving forward. And as they are going, my dear devotees, to have the darshan of Sri Bhagavan Shiva, Ganga Mata, I should say, as they are going and going and going, when they reach the spot, the lady is not there anymore. There's a little pond of water. And as they both looked into the water, when you look into a pond of water, my dear children, what are you going to see? Wouldn't you see a reflection of your own self? Now were you supposed to see a reflection of yourself? But when they looked into the water, my dear devotees, you know what they saw? Bhagavan Shiv. Shivji Bhagavan. And that water is coming out from his head like this, coming out from his head and bubbling in that pond of water, my dear devotees. Mandakini salila chandana charshitaya Nandisha pramathanata maheshwaraya Mandara pushpa vahu pushpa supujitaya Tashme makaraya namaha shivaya Bolo Mapati Mahadeva ki Jai Sharanam. I pause for a minute to ask my Chela Pritam to sing one bhajan. Pri, sing a bhajan for Guruji beta.
गुरु चरणन सिर नायकी बिनुअत डो कर रो शिव शंकर की शरणों में राजन रे मनमो कैलाशपति महाराज कैलाशपति महाराज आज शंकर शिव बम बम बोला शंकर शिव बम बम बोला कैलाशपति महाराज आज शंकर शिव बम बम बोला जटा में जिनके गंगा विराजे सर्वांग में सर्वपति राजे जटा में जिनके गंगा विराजे सर्वांग में सर्वपति राजे सब देवन में शंभु हमारे सब देवन में शंभु हमारे हे मृग चाला वाले आज शंकर शिव बम बम बोला कैलाशपति महाराज आज शंकर शिव बम बम बोला शंभु हमें कैलाश बुला लो तरपत जिया में दर्श दिखारो शंभु हमें कैलाश बुला लो तरपत जिया में दर्श दिखारो नाम तुम्हारा जन में बसा लो नाम तुम्हारा जन में बसा लो बहुत रमाने वाले आज शंकर शिव बम बम बोला कैलाशपति महाराज आज शंकर शिव बम बम बोला इतन के दुप आप हरे हो अपन गुण संसार धरे हो इतन के दुख आप हरे हो अपन गुण संसार डरे हो यही पुजारी आस डरे हो यही पुजारी आस डरे हो तुम हो तारन वाले आज शंकर शिव बम बम बोला कैलाशपति महाराज आज शंकर शिव बम बम बोला कैलाशपति महाराज आज शंकर शिव बम बम बोला
श्री उमापति महादेव की जय. Thank you, Pritam ji. When you want the classical singing, you go to Pritam. Mantra number 3. We did Nama. Third one, Shivaya Gauri. Shivaya Gauri Vajamapja Brinda. Suryaya Dakshaya Dhvajanashakharaya. Srinila Kandhaya Prishwadhujaya. Tashme Shikaraya Namah Shivaya. Shivaya Gauri Vajamapja Brinda. Suryaya Dakshaya Dhvajanashakaraya. I told you of the three-eyed God, Shivji Bhagavan, when I was saying the bhajan. That is the Shivji Bhagavan that dispels all the negativities of this world when you pray to him. Nandisha Pramathanath Maheshwaraya. You see, next to Bhagavan Shiva, guarding him, we call him Aswari. His companion. All of the devas have their Swari, you know. Who is the Swari of Shiva? Who is the companion? Om Shiva, Nandi Yasavar, Harahu Kalesha Vikar. Huh? Nandi. Who is with Sri Saraswati Mata? The swan. You know, like that. So, I wouldn't go off telling you other things, I will keep within that fold. But Nandi always sits and looks at Bhagavan Shiva. Shivji Bhagavan most times keeps his eyes closed. What is the mantra he repeats? Om Ramaya Namaha. Om Ramaya Namaha. In Mount Kailash, he repeats that all the time. Ravan, however, was one of the chosen few who had a visa, as it were, to go to visit Mount Kailash anytime he wants. He came from a powerful lineage, you know. Great-grandson of who? Brahma. Grandson of Pulastya Muni. That was the lineage. Ram aur Ravan ik rashi pandit kare bichar. They both came from good, noble Brahmin family, Sri Ram and Ravan. Huh? But you know, devotees, what can I tell you? What can I tell you? There's one word that you have to remember. Don't forget that word. That word is called choice. Choice. You could come from the best family of one bhai, best upbringing, best of every single thing, and you making wrong choices. Jai Sri Ram, you know. Jai Sri Ram. You see that word choice? I don't have control over it. You know, koi lakh kare chaturai karam ka lekh mite nare bhai. Krish, you remember Mausa? Koi lakh kare chaturai karam ka lekh mite nare bhai. You don't think, my dear devotees. Think before you speak, and before, when you're going to say something, and you're going to do something, my dear children, always think of the repercussions that are going to come out of it. How is it going to affect me? How is it going to affect my family? How is it going to affect the lineage that I have come from? Think of all of these things and then you make a pronouncement. Are you going to say and do things and then scratch your head like this? No, my dear devotees. Human beings are a lot more elevated than that. But if we choose otherwise, Jai Prabhu, you know why I say choice? Everybody knows what is right and what is wrong. But we make choices, my dear devotees. You know? That's why I say there are only two kinds of people in the world. Some are wise and some are otherwise. No more categories. Wise and otherwise. Be the wise one and make noble pronouncements, my dear devotees. When Ravan went to Mount Kailash and he saw Nandi there, Bhagavan Shiva is in meditation. He looked at Nandi, he says, Nandi, your face is like a monkey. Why would he say something like this? Ravan's happiness was to make everyone he came into contact with unhappy. You know that? Do you know anybody like that? Don't shake your head and tell Baba yes. Now tell me no. You don't know anybody like that, okay? No, then Ravan, we call it Rakshasi Swabhav, negative tendencies, you know? So, Nandi looked at him, poor soul. How you say poor soul in Hindi? Bichara. Bichara, look at him. He said, Ravan, today you are humiliating me, beta. I am helpless, you know. But a day will come when faces like monkeys will come and destroy you and the entire city of Lanka. Shiva Baba is hearing, you know. In his 11th incarnation, he came as Hanuman Baba. And you know the Katha very well, what happened. So you see, my dear devotees, Ravan had to pay the penalty and the consequences of his words and his actions. Na, ma, she. I'm quickly going through, you know. Fourth one is va. Here the va in the beginning and the end, okay? Vasishta kumbhur bhava gautamarya muninda devaya chita shekaraya mandara pushpa bahu pushpa supujitaya tashme Vakaraya Namah Shivaya. Bolo. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Pahima.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Pahima.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Namah Shivaya. Pahima.
Om Namah Shivaya. Pahima.
Om Namah Shivaya. Pahima.
Om Namah Shivaya. Pahima.
Vasishtu Kumbhur Bhavagautamarya. How do you think even Guru Vasisht could have gotten all the powers and reached to the elevated status of being the Guru of the Surya Vansh? Very Roshan? Guru Vasisht was the Guru of the Surya Vansh, the most elevated dynasty there was. Aj, Dilip, Dasharatha, Ram, Lakshman, Bharat, Shatrughan, Love, Kush, all of those. Where do you get more powerful names than those? Who was the Guruji? Guru Vasisht. How did he reach to such a great height? Being a devotee of Lord Shiva. Being a devotee of Bhagavan Shiv, my dear devotees. You want to reach the greatest heights in the world? Pray to Bhagavan Shiva. And then I'll read the last one for you. Namah Shiva. What's the last one? Uttam? Yeah. Namah Shivaya. Yagya Swarupaya Jatadharaya पिनाकहस्ताय सनातनाय दिव्याय देवाय दिगंबराय कश्मीयकाराय नमः। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, पाहि मां।
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय,
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय,
ओम नमः शिवाय हरि ओम नमः शिवाय,
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय,
ओम नमः शिवाय पाहि मां।
ओम नमः शिवाय, पाहि मां।
ओम नमः शिवाय पाहि मां।
ओम नमः शिवाय, पाहि मां।
उमापति महादेव की। Bhagavan Shiv is the presiding deity in all pujas, all yagnas. Presiding deity in your own life, my dear children. You know, you call Guruji, I want to do a Ganesh Baba puja. It is mandatory that you take one share of prasad for Shiva Baba. Do you know that? Huh? Most times you follow it only by tradition. You say, well, my father do it, my grandfather, my great-grandfather. Look how young Jamuna is sitting there. He great-grandfather used to do that. So he doing the same thing too, why? Huh? But you know devotees? Why? He is the presiding deity. You don't have to invite Shiva Baba to come. He comes and he sits. What is the role of Shiva Baba? To see in what manner you are performing that puja. And if there is any other reason than true devotion to Bhagavan, zero. Bhasam ho jaye, burnt, nothing, nil. Huh? I don't have the time tonight to give you the katha of Daksh Prajapati, his father-in-law, who wanted to do this Mahayajna and not invite Shivji Bhagavan. How can you not invite Shiva Baba? What do you want to get from it? No, my dear devotees, always know this. That is why when Sri Ramchandra Bhagavan sat and looked on at all the bears and bhalus and kapis, bears and monkeys, building that bridge 800 miles to go to Sri Lanka, my dear devotees, when it was finished and Hanumanji came and he put his hands together, he says, my Lord, the bridge is complete. And that is where Sri Ramchandra Bhagavan gave Hanuman Baba the name what? Mangal Murti. You are the personification. After building 800 miles, everyone thinks that you'll be tired. You know once? You'll be tired 800 miles long. But Hanumanji Baba came and he was always bright. Looked at the Lord and smiled. He called him Mangal Murti. Meaning what? You are the personification of happiness, O Hanuman Baba. Mangala Murati Ramadulare Anaparayab Tere Dware He Bajaranga Bali Hanuman He Mahabir Karo Kalyan. When he came and he says, Prabhu, the bridge is completed. You know what Sri Ramchandra Bhagavan says? Listen to what he said. These are words that came from the lips of Madhyara Purushottam, Prabhu Sri Ram. Paramaramya Uttamaya Dharani Paramaramya Uttamaya Dharani. So very beautiful everything looks. In other words, he is telling them, you have put so much love in doing it. Look how beautiful it looks. Paramaramya Uttamaya Dharani Paramaramya Uttamaya Dharani Mahimaya Mit Gaya Nahi Bharani शंभु स्थापना करी होइया, शंभु स्थापना मोरे हृदय परम कल्पना। श्री राम जय राम,
श्री राम जय राम, श्री राम जय राम
श्री राम जय राम जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय
राम।
He says, how beautiful is this? But he says, but ये हमारा परम संकल्प है. When this bridge was started, there was something in my mind. Nothing like that Sri Ramchandra Bhagavan needs to do. He's teaching you and I something. He says, you know what was in my mind from starting this? That when it's completed, I will install the emblem, the lingam of Bhagavan Shiv. He's telling all of us, looking on at Guruji tonight, do you have a Shiv lingam in your home? That is what Sri Ramchandra Bhagavan is recommending, my dear devotees. You are building a home? Talk to Guruji. Where do I put a Shiv lingam? See them chela there? Baba, we're making a little configuration. Change around things a little bit. But tell me, how do I put my lingam? Am I saying the right thing? How do I put a lingam? How do I want to put my Jhandiya Sthan. This is where your Guru comes in. Whenever Guruji tells you that, maximize your energies in your home. So today, my dear devotees, he says it was Parama Sankalp and uppermost in my mind that when this bridge is finished, I will install the emblem of Bhagavan Shiva. He sat there on the seashore, pulling the sand and building a lingam, my dear devotees. On the other end of the bridge, Ravan realized the only thing that I was holding on to, that Sri Ram cannot cross this ocean to come to me. Now that the bridge is finished, he also was a devotee of Shiva, as I said to you. He could have gone there. He built a golden murti of Bhagavan Shiv on the other side of the bridge, and he is worshipping also. But tell you something, devotees, Sri Ram built one of sand, he had a heart of gold. Ravan built a golden, he had a heart of sand. Which one crumbled, which one stayed? So today, my dear devotees, putting that and pulling it together, and then look what he is teaching us again. The power of Bhagavan Shiv. He walked to the ocean, took a Anjali. You know what is an Anjali, children? It's a handful of water like this. Anjali, like this. He held it in his hand, and he's pouring it on the Shiva lingam. And you know what he says? Jo Rameshwar darshan karihe, te tanu taji sab lokh sudhari hai. Jo Rameshwar darshan karihe, te tanu taji mama lokh sudhari hai. Jo Rameshwar. Very beautiful devotees. He says, those who make a pilgrimage to Rameshwaram, those who make a pilgrimage to that Shiva lingam in your yard, don't have it overgrown with bushes. Treat it as Bhagavan himself there. Have it very beautiful and clean. Jo Ganga jal aani chadhave, jo Ganga jal aani
रामेश्वर दर्शन करी है ते तनि तनि मम लोभ हरि है जो रामेश्वर जो रामेश्वर जो रामेश्वर. He says, if you constantly go to your Shiva Lingam, my dear devotees, that you have prepared, when he says Rameshwaram, create that Rameshwar in your heart and your home. Visit that Shiva Lingam. Offer that jal, my dear devotees. When you part with this mortal coil, you go straight to Shiva Lok. You go straight to Bhagavan Shiva. So you want to know what is the Vasikaran mantra? What is the mystical mantra to reach Bhagavan Shiv? This is it. Huh? You know what he says here, devotees? Jo Ganga Jal Ani Chadhave So Sa Yujya Mukti Nar Pave. Don't think you have to go India. Baba never go to Ganga. Baba never go to Rameshwaram. Baba went to all these places, but I come back to tell you, Rameshwaram and so is right here, bhai. Jo Ganga Jal Ani Charave, you offer that on the Shivalingam, Gangeshcha Yamuneshcha Godavari Saraswati Narvara Sindhu Kaveli Jalasmin Nidhi Kuru. You call all the names of the sacred rivers and you get that blessing, my dear devotees. So he says here, Shiva Drohi Mamadas Kahave, So Nar Sapanehu Mohina Pave, Shankara Bimuka Bhakti Chahamori Sonar Ki Morhamati Thori. How foolish are people. I am Sri Ram, I am worshipping Bhagavan Shiv. But the ordinary person says, I don't do Shiva Puja, I will do Hanuman Puja. I don't do Hanuman Puja, I'll do Durga Puja. You are still in the dark. Whenever this thought comes to your mind, as I close here tonight, my dear devotees, I want you to remember one last line Guruji will sing for you. You know what that line is? He Jagat Pita Bhagavan, Hame do Gyan tu Ishwar Pyara, Duniya mein ek sa, Duniya mein ek Sahara. And this on the eve of Mahashivratri, my dear devotees, from all those who are here with me joining, all you in the audience, my dear Chela, Pandit Roshan, Pritam, Ina, Cheni, Ambika, Mitra, Michael, I can't forget my old boy Krish, Munish, all of this. My group from all the time back. And sitting there, Kishore, Bala, Uttam, making the sound go very well. My godbrother Dev. Dev, what runs through your mind for this Shivratri? 48 years ago. People lay claim to all kinds of stuff, but I'm saying it on national television, international television. For those who do not know, Mitra was with me 48 years ago. The first Shiva Puran Yag I ever did, what was Dev's. Dev sitting there. I was just a teenager then. I don't want to tell you exactly how old I was, but I was a kind of young fella then, you know. I did it. Came to Komoto and he told my father, he says, we built this temple, this Jamuna temple. I want my godbrother Bimal to read the first yagna in this temple. What did Guruji tell you, Dev? He says, Dev, you think he able, boy? He says, how you mean if he didn't able, I wouldn't ask you. He has to come. And you know how much nights? 5 and 4, 9. 9 nights. The first yagna that temple had, I performed that yagna at that temple. You know? So that is a long, long time back, Chini, Guruji. That is the El Sikoro Mandir. That first yagna that temple had, was I performed that yag. Very Shivratri time, when we finished the yag, on a Shivratri night also. So, I want to say to the Jamuna family that I'm eternally indebted to you all for giving me noble opportunities in my life. I know my Papa is not there anymore. Raj is there. Thank you, Raj, for coming to Vasudev, all of you. Rai, very happy. You know, I tell you something. My Papa is not there, but I know you all respect me as your Guruji also, eternally indebted, and I love you all very much. Jamuna family, been an integral part of all of your lives, all the time, from a little boy growing up since my early days of Panditai, all my chelas from the Malik Mandir, and all of you who are here, Bhattacharya Mandir, and all of you who have grown with Guruji, all those who are looking at us on Sankhya TV, and we must say that they always do a great job. You know, what can I say? Bhai, thank you so much to you and your family for doing, called seva. Do your seva, you know. At this time, I want you to say with Guruji a little Sitaram, and then we'll stand to do Arti, okay? Bolo Sitaram, Sitaram, Bolo Sitaram kahiye, jahe vidhi rakhe Ram, tahe vidhi rahe. Sitaram, Sitaram, Bolo
Sitaram kahiye, chahe vidhi rakhe Ram, chahe vidhi rahiye. Sitaram, Sitaram.
मुख में हो राम नाम, राम सेवा हाथ में, मुख में हो राम नाम,
राम सेवा हाथ में।
तू अकेला नाही प्यारे, राम तेरे साथ में, तू अकेला नाही प्यारे,
राम तेरे साथ में। जान जान दुनिया विधान जान, आने आप कहिए। सीताराम 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 कहिए,
चाहे विधि राखे राम,
चाहे विधि रहिए। सीताराम सीताराम
सीताराम सीताराम,
सीताराम सीताराम।
सीताराम सीताराम. Mitra, please sing the Arati. Jai Shiva Omkara. Can we all stand, please? खड़े हो जाए सब कोई, हाथ जोड़कर भगवान शिव जी को अंतिम आरती. हरिओम साजं च व्रते संयुक्तं वाहिनानि उतंगमया दीपं गृहान देवेश त्रैलोक्य तिमिरापहम्. जय शिव
ओंकारा, स्वामी हर शिव ओंकारा. ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिव, ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिव, अर्धंगी धारा.
जय शिव ओंकारा,
जय शिव ओंकारा, स्वामी हर शिव ओंकारा. ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिव,
ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिव,
अर्धंगी धारा.
ओम जय शिव ओंकारा.
एकानन चतुरानन पंचानन राजे,
स्वामी पांचमरन राजे.
हंसासन गरुदासन,
हंसासुर गणलासन.
वृषभान संजय.
ओम जय शिव ओंकारा.
दो भुज चार चतुर्भुज, दस भुज जते सोहे समझते सोहे तेनी रूप निरखता तेनी रूप निरखता त्रिभुवन जननी रुंडमालाधारी रमालाधारी चंद्र निगमद चंद्र चंदन निगमद चंद्र बाला शखकुरी शिवा ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिव ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिव अर्धंगी ओम जय शिव श्रीधर पीतांबर बागंबर स्वामी संकादिक प्रभुतादिक भूतादिक ओम जय शिव स्वामी ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिव ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिव अर्धंगी ओम जय शिव करनंद चक्र शिशूलधारा स्वामी चक्र शिशूलधारा युग करता युग भरता युग करता युग हरता युग संहार ओम जय शिव ओम जय शिव ओम जय शिव
त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम। बोलो सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय। वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। शरणम प्रभु प्रतिदिनम कुशलम जय मंगलम। God's blessings to all of you. Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shankar Bhole Om.
तन तमुरा तार मन निर्भुत है ये सांस हरि के कर से बच रहा हरि की है आवाज तन के तंबूरे में दो तन के तंबूरे में दो सांसों के तार बोले जय सीताराम राम जय राधे श्याम श्याम जय सीताराम राम जय राधे श्याम तन के तंबूरे में दो तन के तंबूरे में दो सांसों के तार बोले जय सीताराम राम जय राधे श्याम श्याम जय सीताराम राम जय राधे श्याम श्याम अब तो इस तन के मंदिर में अब तो इस तन के मंदिर में प्रभु का हुआ बसेरा प्रभु का हुआ बसेरा अब तो इस तन के मंदिर में प्रभु का हुआ बसेरा प्रभु का हुआ बसेरा मगन हुआ मन मेरा छूटा जन्म जन्म का पेरा जन्म जन्म का पेरा मन के मुरलिया में हो मन के मुरलिया में मन के मुरलिया में सुर का सिंगार बोले जय सीताराम राम जय राधे श्याम श्याम जय सीताराम राम जय राधे श्याम श्याम तन के तंबूरे में दो तन के तंबूरे में दो सांसों के तार बोले जय सीताराम राम जय राधे श्याम श्याम लगन लगी लीलाधारी से लगन लगी लीलाधारी से जगीर जगमग ज्योति जगीर जगमग ज्योति लगन लगी लीलाधारी से जगीर जगमग ज्योति जगीर जगमग ज्योति राम नाम का हीरा पाया श्याम नाम का मोती जगीर जगमग ज्योति प्यासी दो अखियों में हो प्यासी दो अखियों में प्यासी दो अखियों में आंसुओं की धार बोले जय सीताराम राम जय राधे श्याम श्याम जय सीताराम राम जय राधे श्याम श्याम तन के तंबूरे में दो तन के तंबूरे में दो सांसों के तार बोले जय सीताराम राम जय राधे श्याम श्याम जय सीताराम राम जय राधे श्याम श्याम जय सीताराम राम जय राधे श्याम श्याम
Har Har Mahadev just arrived at Premses in time for Shivratri, a variety of Narmada and marble lingams directly from India, starting from 2 inches. They have Abhishek